Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you some tips and tricks on Population 1. Now, I'm going to stop wasting your time and I'm going to get straight into it. Come on. Alrighty, now for the first tip that we're going to be going over is climbing. Now, what a lot of people don't know about climbing is that they think that this is the fastest way to climb up, simply by doing this, and that takes a little bit, huh? Right. Okay. Now, this is just a teeny tiny bit faster. If you fully accelerate your arms and do that fast, it can, in fact, go faster. But what you can do is do movements such as the flinging movement. Now, I'm going to put a timer in the top of the screen, and I'm going to show you the quickest ways. First off, starting with normally. Okay, now you should have seen the timer at the top. That'll be how long it takes. Now, time for the fling climb. 3, 2, 1. Now, next up, shooting, such as this AK here. This AK is a weapon with a little bit of recoil, and by a little bit, I mean quite a bit. So, basically, here's the thing. Look at the difference. I'm going to one-hand it, show you how much recoil that takes on one side, and on the other side right here is going to be the amount of recoil two-handing it. You see that difference? This goes all the way up to here, and on the other hand that goes down to there. Now, another good solution to one-handing but also having no recoil like this really does depend on the rarity of your weapons and what kind of weapon it is. But say you have a 1-star AK, what you can do is you can move your hand down like this while it's shooting, and the gun will stay more steady. So look at this. Not moving my hand down looks like this. Moving my hand down like this. You see that difference? This goes all the way up to here, and that's literally like an inch. More than an inch. But you know, whatever. Now, standing still while shooting is not essential. Standing still while shooting makes you an easier target, especially if you're a newer player. Now, standing still while shooting makes it much easier to hit the target. Now, but doing this makes it harder for you to get hit. Say you get sniped at, and start doing this to have a less high of a chance to lower your chances of getting sniped in the back of the head. Now, doing this while shooting does require some skill. Now, you won't get this the first time with anything really. It may take you a little bit of practice, or you may get it pretty quickly. Now, look at this. In close range combat that's how far apart your bullets are. Now, from a longer range, on the other hand, like say over here, doing that makes your bullets go all over like that. In close range combat, it's like that. But in longer range combat, it's like that. So I recommend starting off trying it in close range rather than long range. But basically, say you have an AWP or a sniper, right? So say you have one of these, like an SPR, an S85, or an AWP. Say there's a guy walking over there. In order to hit him, say he's right there, and he's walking this way. In order to hit him, shoot ahead of him to lead your bullet. Now, depending on how far away they are, is the amount of space you need in between the player and your bullet. Say I'm on the Kong Tower, which let me just get up there really quick. So say I'm on the King Kong Tower, and there's a guy, I don't know, all the way at Saloon, which is that building. In order to be able to hit him, say he's at the entrance, I would have to aim around this area. Or no, say he's at Saloon. Say he's over by Saloon, and I have to lead my bullet pretty far to hit him. Here's the thing. With doing that, it's kind of difficult to learn. It'll take you a little bit to master leading your bullets. So, next up, what we're going to do is I'm going to teach you about flying. Now, unless your arms are this short, you can't fly because your arms are too short. The game won't acknowledge that you're holding out your arms if your arms are this short. So if you're 40 years old, don't play this game. Anyways, but flying, right? Flying. What you need to do is walk off something in T-pose. Just simply walk off something in T-pose. It's very simple. Walk off, T-pose. It's pretty simple. Now, from the very front of this truck, right here, I'm gonna put a timer at the very top to show you walking normally versus flying normally. Now, so basically, it's going to be a clip of me walking and a clip of me flying to show you which one is faster. First off, walking. Okay, that's gonna be your clip of me walking. Now on to flying versus flying. You're gonna see how much faster flying is. Say you're just walking across the street, right, and you get shot at. Immediately, you want to start building. Which building is simply pressing the trigger button, and that'll come up, and if it's green, you can build. If it's gray, you can't build there. And if you're trying to build like this, and it stays gray like that, it means that you can't build because you don't have any materials. So if you also hear footsteps, build. Listen to this. This is what footsteps sound like. And they're different on every surface too. Say you're walking on metal like builds. Listen to that sound, that change of the footsteps. You ready? Listen. 3, 2, 1. Sounds like a metal sidewalk. Also, every time that Big Ben makes a ding sound, means that zone's starts to shrink. On the map, there will be a red zone around. There will be a white zone, which is the safe zone. Now let me show you a clip. So you'll start, there'll be people all down there, and there will be your teammates. It's squads of 3. You can either walk into a pod and click on red, and it'll make you take off, or you can do this thing hot drop. Now, basically, what hot dropping is, it's pretty self-explanatory. Not self-explanatory. I take that back. Basically, hot dropping is just simply jumping off and flying. Now, if you look at this, this is the red zone. This white stuff is the safe zone. Now, you can move faster than the red zone, but just by barely. You can move faster. If you're crouching, it makes you slower, but it'll also quiet your footsteps. Now, look at this. I'm in the white zone, right, which is good. Once all of that around hits the white zone will shrink into a different area. Look at this. I'm in the white zone. If I step into the red zone, I'll start to take damage. Now, right here is a banana. Say you're at like 2 health. You can really quickly grab a banana and simply peel it and then eat it. Now, say you're in mid-gunfight and you have to heal because you're about to die. You need to learn how to peel bananas fast, like this. Now, peeling bananas fast is essential to your survival because if you don't know how to peel a banana fast, while you're healing, you can die before you can eat the banana. Now, basically, if you peel down one side, just one side every single time, it'll peel all 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, all 4 sides. Now, if you just practice doing that, you can continue to go faster and faster. Once you peel the banana, shove it down your throat, and it heals. Sodas, shield sodas. You open the tab, shove it in your face. Open the tab, shove it in your face. Shield shakers. Shake it. Put it up to your face and it'll heal 50% of your health. Now, if you're at full shield, you can't pick these up. But so there's different kinds of shields. Just a 10 shield is just that part, 20 shield, 30 shield, and then 50 shield. 20 shield, 30 shield, and then 50 shield. Pick it up and it automatically goes into your shield. Now the concept of reloading with different guns is different. With the Matadors, you have to flick them up and then they reload. Flick them up, they reload. Now in order to shoot the Matadors, they're not automatic weapons. You have to spam your trigger. Reload, spam your trigger. They're dual shotguns. Now reloading with guns is different. Because look at this. CX4, you pull the magazine up and then pull that back. With a UMP. Push the magazine in, cock the gun back. In settings, you can also go to settings, weapons, motion dampening, and offhand influence. Basically, just steadies your aim. with offhand influence with the gun, if you move this hand right here like this, it'll affect the way you're aiming. So say there's a guy behind you, you could just, I don't recommend having it, especially for sniping. Now what you can do is, what I like to do is I like to have motion dampening at 100 and offhand influence at 0. It makes it easier to aim with, because this doesn't do that. And it just basically steadies your aim for you. Next up, we have the zone. At the top, it says zone incoming, and it shows how close it is. So right now, it's 0 meters from me. When you're in zone, it doesn't show how far away zone is from you. It just shows zone incoming. Now look at that. Look at this. You do this, right? That shrinks all the way over there. Now what you want to do is you want to get into zone and stay in zone, because good positioning is key. Now what I'm going to be teaching you is dropping loot. There's multiple different ways to drop loot. First off, the most simple way is holding down your A button on your controller. This pops up. And then say I want to drop my UMP. What I have to do is I have to hold down the grip button, which is this button, to make you do this. You hold it down over the gun you want to drop, and it does that. The next way to drop it is open up your quick swap menu, go to drop items, which is the backpack, and it shows you this. You can drop your weapons by clicking your trigger button. This is the only way to drop ammunition. So these are what builds look like. Say you need to drop your friend some builds, you can drop them builds, pick them up, and that gives you resources to be able to build. And to drop ammo, you need to click on your trigger button, and it drops 40 bullets each. And then you can also drop builds, as I said. You can also repick the ones up that your teammate didn't take. Also, another tip, if you see red smoke, go straight to it. That's the supply drop. Now you do have to be careful, because once someone hears supply drop, the sound of supply drop boom, sound of it land, it will in fact attract many other players to go straight towards the supply drop. Now, there's two ways to notice where the supply drop is. Look around, you see red smoke, that's also how you figure it out. Look on your map. That green thing on your map will be where supply drop is. Again, this is the red zone. The white zone is the safe zone. You need to go into the white zone so you don't die from the safe zone. I mean from the red zone. You need to go into the safe zone so you don't die from the red zone. So say the MK18, right? These barrels are explosive. Shoot them, they explode. See that? You also can deal damage to yourself and kill other players with the explosive. You shoot the explosive barrel and you're too close to it, watch what happens. Boom, takes 50% of your health away. If it's you, say you snipe it or something and there's a guy near it, it'll deal damage to him. Now, last but not least, the most important thing of the game, aside from shooting people, killing people, knowing how to use the guns, and winning, is reviving. If your teammate is down, what you need to do is revive. A lot of new players do this, and that very, very slowly charges it. Or they do this, which charges it a little bit faster. You may see some people doing this because that charges it faster, or you may see them angle their hand like that. That charges it faster. Doing this, I'll put a stopwatch up on the screen to show you how slow doing it like that is. Now, it does that. You have to run up to your teammate and hit them with these while it's doing that, and that's how you revive your teammate. Now, what you need to do is you need to start off by doing big, slow circles. That makes it revive even faster. Now, when you're good enough at it, you can do big, fast circles, which makes it a little bit faster. And then after that, what you can do is you can go and angle it a little bit, and it does that. Now, look at how fast doing that is. Put the timer up there. That's called the 5-second revive. Because once you master it, you can do revive it in 5 seconds. Now listen. That's what the supply drop will sound like. It drops supplies. Every single time it'll be a gold weapon and a rocket launcher, all the ammo for all the types of guns in the game, 1 backpack, 150 shield, 2 bananas, 1 zone grenade, and 2 shield sodas. Shield sodas work like this. Same, yeah. Zone grenades, you have it in your hand, you press the trigger, and it throws.
Battle zone is now shrinking.
Your zone grenades can do damage to you just like that. Your teammate's zone grenades can't do damage to you. Rocket launchers do damage to you, but there's also the ability to kill other people with rocket launchers. Rocket launchers do about 55 damage depending on how close you are. Depending on how close the rocket is. If you found this video useful, please subscribe. It really would help out my channel a lot. Now, I want to get this, my like goal for this video is 2 likes. Can we get 2 likes? If you found this video helpful, please subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.